Presidente, zie je niet? Do you speak English? No? Presidente, zie je niet? Do you speak English? Oh, presidente, zie je niet? Do you speak English? Language difficulties here in Kosovo. I'm in Pristina, the capital. Let's go and explore. Right, so I think it's pretty fair to say I'm not going to get any directions from these dogs. Scrap that, let's just walk around and see what we get to. So I'm walking here on Mother Teresa Street, Nena Teresa Street, which is one of the main pedestrian streets here in Pristina. It's still early, which is why a lot of shops, a lot of businesses are still closed, but the city is just starting to get a bit of life after a couple of days of holiday. So hopefully the streets will be buzzing with people. I stand corrected, it's Mother Teresa Boulevard, not Mother Teresa Street. Just on the side of it here, you do have a statue of Mother Teresa as well. Much loved in Albania, North Macedonia, and here in Kosovo. Yeah, just putting on a jacket. It's actually quite chilly here today. I just had a bit of a walk, which was why I was warm, but now I'm cold again. So as you can see, everyone here wearing winter clothes, even though it is summer. Presidente. So let's have a look here at what we can see. So this is our current location in the city, and certainly the newborn monument 32 is one that we're going to see later. Just to orientate myself there. Just a little bit of text here about the architecture here in Pristina. It says modernist architecture in Pristina began to take off after 1945 and continued until the 1980s. So in Pristina, the buildings that are built with this architectural style are or include the National Library of Kosovo, which we'll also go and see a bit later. How much do you really know about Kosovo? I'll admit I don't know a lot. I'm familiar with the war at the end of the 20th century. Remember the images on TV. Yeah, so what's my first impressions of the city? Yeah, I mean, obviously the weather. It's a bit overcast today. Could have been better, but all in all, that's not Pristina's fault. It certainly looks like a very interesting city to explore. Combination of like old and new architecture, and obviously very complex history as well. So here we can see the flag of Kosovo over here. So yes, the politics in this part of the world is interesting, to say the least. So just over half of the countries of the world recognize Kosovo's independence. And here we are at the Bill Clinton statue here in Pristina. Much loved here in Kosovo for his support of Kosovo. And he's got his own statue, together with a giant poster at the back. Bill Clinton, 42nd President of the United States. And of course the American flag waving here as well. right here next to the Clinton statue, actually. You've got a clothing shop. And the clothing shop here caught my eye because it is called Hillary. I wonder if that is a coincidence. Hillary next to the Bill Clinton statue. Just across the road here, there's the newborn sign. I hope that between the dogs and the traffic in the city that I'll be safe crossing. And we are here at the newborn sign. Yeah, so this monument essentially signifies a new beginning for Kosovo, who declared their independence on the 17th of February 2008, and hence a newborn country, a new beginning for Kosovo. Right here next to the newborn sign is a mall, a local mall. Let's go and see what a Kosovo mall looks like. Looks pretty modern. There's not many people, but
do you
yes.
Speak French, no?
No, I speak Afrikaans. Yeah. So yeah, my French is not good and stuff, but I'm trying to learn some Albanian and things as well.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Okay.
Follow me, Teresa. Thank you. All the best. Yeah, just asked this friendly gentleman for directions to a money exchange, or a MoneyGram as it's known in this part of the world, and he seemed to be very interesting. Talked about where I was from, and I think that's a sort of another travel tip that I'll give to people is don't be afraid to speak to people on the street. Ask directions, and sometimes knowing a phrase or two in their local language goes a long way of breaking down those barriers of communication. And the other thing to remember is, as a tourist, you might have preconceived ideas about the locals, or that people would sort of see you as being intruding, or maybe sort of being unfriendly. But many of the older people especially have never met, or might never have met, foreign people in their life. So certainly I've heard, when I sort of said in this part of the world I'm from South Africa, many people have been surprised by that and they want to find out more. These dogs, however, have still not spoken to me. And here we have the Church of Christ the Saviour. This is a Serbian Orthodox church. Construction began in 1992. Yeah, in case you're wondering about the state of it, because it clearly is unfinished. Well, it was supposed to finish in 1999, but it never did because of the Kosovo War. Are you ready to see the National Library of Kosovo? There it is. What do you think of it? It's certainly a very controversial design. It's the highest library institution here in Kosovo. The mission of this library is to collect and to preserve lots of the intellectual heritage of Kosovo. So it holds exhibitions and holds archives of like national newspapers, etc. But look, just look at the design from the outside. So it is extremely unusual. Contradictory opinions about the style, as I said, because it has also been voted one of the ugliest buildings in the world before. So it's got zenith windows. It also has 99 domes, the white domes on top of the building there. But the most interesting part, certainly for me, is what seems to be a metal fishing net covering the building, which is very unusual. So it's got graffiti at the bottom as well here, which means that maybe people have stopped caring for it in a way. Yeah, here it is from another angle. Here you can see the white domes. There's 99 of them. You can see them a bit clearer from this angle. And the rest of the park there. GRA Revolution something. Yeah, this metal is highly unusual. And it doesn't seem to be buzzing with life, so I imagine it's closed. Here's Skanderbeg. Yeah, I think that means it's closed, so we can't enter today, unfortunately. And here's a view from the library towards Pristina Center. So the back there is Mother Teresa Boulevard, where we started off this vlog. And over here, I believe, is a church dedicated to Mother Teresa as well. So we've arrived here at the Mother Teresa Cathedral. It's even got a bus stop called Cathedral here.
This, we said that it's going to be a modest church, and it is way more modest than what you will find in Italy or in France. You don't have any gold, you don't have much of extravaganza in here because of Mother Teresa's modesty. You have some mosaics in there with Mother Teresa and different books from Vatican.
bacon cake shops here at the back. Nice graffiti on the wall. And some nice street music here for us as well, whilst we do a bit of walking around and people watching. And we've arrived at the Pristina version of Skanderbeg Square. There he is, Skanderbeg on his horse. When the Ottomans were eventually defeated in this part of the world in 1912, Albania followed an independent path. Kosovo, on the other hand, later on became part of Yugoslavia. So a little bit of a different path that they followed. Right, so you ready to see something interesting? Here's a giant Lego brick. Let's go and check it out. 4 meters tall. And this is called Let Go EU. It's supposed to symbolize that the European Union cannot be complete without Kosovo. This is a key building block, so to speak, of the future EU, according to Kosovo. The Let Go EU monument here. There's the dogs at work guarding the city. One thing for travelers to this part of the world to keep in mind is the entry stamp issue. So Serbia obviously does not recognize Kosovo's independence from Serbia. So if you have a Kosovo entry stamp in your passport, you might have difficulties traveling to cities like Belgrade. However, if you've entered Serbia first, say you flew into Belgrade and you want to travel to Pristina and go back to Belgrade, it might be fine. Yeah, so in fact last night at the hostel there were a few people talking about what to do, because they've got the Kosovo stamp and they want to travel up to Belgrade, so they probably will have to go to North Macedonia or Montenegro, one of the neighboring countries, and sort of find their way up to a city like Belgrade, entering Serbia at a later point. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're in this part of a region. Yeah, lots of shoe shops, clothing shops in this part of town. Perfume shops, jewelry shops, suit shops. Buses here in the city. €5 bags. Shopping. Here you've got some Olympic rings. Kosovo Olympics. More clothing shops. Isn't it? Yeah. Loads of wedding dresses on sale. Yeah, lots of fruit markets, vegetable markets over here. Lots closed. So here's a baby shop. So you can get all sort of baby-related stuff, prams, etc. Whole shop for babies. Rose Haircut. Bit of a catchy name. You've got lamps. Maybe Aladdin's lamp is still hidden somewhere there. President, hello. Lots of traffic here. I think it's rush hour now. Building related materials, sinks and toilets, gas stoves over there. President, hello. Spider-Man. Yeah, all types of stuff, bits and bobs. Yeah, President, It's a rainy day in Kosovo. We just had a bit of a burst of rain. Kosovo market. Started to rain here as well. Second-hand shoes and clothes. Wow. Yeah, so what do you think of Pristina? I quite like it actually. It's nice to walk around. It's got a nice feel about it. Doesn't necessarily have a big city vibe. Nice in India, sir. Yeah, see any?
You see
Yeah, yes, Yamira. Yes,
how are you?
I'm very good, man. Thank you. Yes, and hello, sir.
Journalist, no?
No, not journalist. It's just for my YouTube, for my videos. So it's good. Yes. Yeah. Do you have something traditional Kosovo? Like a tea or something? Or yes?
This kind of tea we have.
This kind of tea, yes.
We have skazeshata filtera.
Okay.
If you want to join us.
Maybe one of those, yes. This one. Can I join you, sir? Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. My name is Billy. What is your name? Gerim. Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you.
If you want cranberry, yeah?
Cranberry is good, yes. Thank you. Let's try, yes. Yeah. This is almost like a Turkish tea.
This is Indian tea.
Okay.
Turkish style of serving.
Turkish style, yes. Okay, very nice. Yeah.
I prefer small glasses.
You prefer small glasses, yes. It's very nice, and with the lemon inside. The lemon in.
When I was in England, I used to have milk.
Okay, yes, yeah. We in England we drink with milk.
I can't.
No, it's because when in your country you have duals.
To this, like,
Yes.
here I come.
You can't. Oh, very good. Yeah.
You live in Cape Town or something?
Yeah, not too far from Cape Town. So yes, yeah. Of course, yes, yeah. Just these gentlemen lovely allowed me to film in their shop, and it's what a privilege. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
They are staying here.
The youth hostel. The youth hostel here in Pristina, and just for a few days.
I opened because it was closed because of the pandemic.
No, they are open again and stuff. Yeah, but I know the one I'm staying at. They had lots of problems with the pandemic, and they had to close and things and stuff as well.
It's over. I think it's over.
Yes, I hope so.
If we are lucky, if not,
And no masks. No masks.
everything is just
It's good and stuff. Yeah.
lockdown is easing.
Yeah.
But the Chinese, they have problems in Shanghai.
In Shanghai with the new variant. How do you say cheers in Kosovo?
Zua.
Zua. Zua, sir. Zua. Thank you, sir. Yes. So, traditional Kosovo tea and beverage shop here. Yeah, thank you.
Republic Kosovo.
Thank you, sir. Can we go in with her? Let's go in.
Enjoy,
Thank you very much for the tea. Appreciate it. And very nice to meet you, sir. Yes, thank you. Making friends in Kosovo.
Yes, yes.
Faleminderit. Thank you.
Bye, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I need to pay for the drink. I need to pay for. No. I absolutely. I want to pay. I want to pay. Are you sure? Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I come back tomorrow and we have a nice drink and stuff. Yes, sir. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah. All's good. Yes, yeah. Can we take a quick photo? Is okay? Yeah. Me and my friends here, yes, yeah, okay. Dankeschön, yes, yeah, okay. Auf Wiedersehen, thank you very much, sir, thank you. All the best, guys, thank you very much. Bye. Well, guys, what an experience in there. Actually ordered a tea to drink with the locals here and didn't end up paying for it. The owner gave it to me on the house, so absolute wonderful experience talking to the locals. Yeah, thanks for your help today. Thanks for your help. You guys helped me a lot with directions. As the sun sets over this beautiful city, I say good night to you. Thanks again for watching my videos. See you again soon.